Hello everyone, welcome to my High Celebrities news channel. The story for today is Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher revealed they hit their $30 million fundraising goal to benefit Ukrainian refugees just 2 weeks into launching the program, as they shared an update to Instagram on Thursday. The couple initially vowed to match up to $3 million in donations to help provide immediate humanitarian aid to Ukrainian refugees when they launched the GoFundMe page on March 3. "We just want to say that we hit our goal," Mila said in the clip before Ashton added, "Over $30 million raised." Mila, who was born in Chernivtsi, Ukraine, added, "Over 65,000 of you donated. We are overwhelmed with gratitude of the support, and while this is far from the solve of the problem, our collective effort will provide a softer landing to so many people as they pour ahead into their future of uncertainty." The pair have worked alongside Flexport.org and Airbnb.org, who they have previously described as organizations who are actively on the ground providing immediate help to those who need it most. Ashton added in the video, "Our work is not done. We're going to do everything we can to ensure that the outpouring of love that came from you all as a part of this campaign finds a maximum impact with those in need. As funding continues to come in, we're going to treat every dollar as if it's being donated out of our pocket, with respect and honor for the work that went into earning it, with the intent of love through which it was given and the desire for it to be maximized for positive outcome for others." Mila concluded their speech by giving gratitude for all of the donors. "We again want to say thank you so much for your continued support. Please don't stop donating, whether to us or other unbelievable foundations out there. This is just a beginning to a very, very long journey. Thank you." They also added their efforts were only just beginning, and they were raising the bar even higher with a new $40 million goal. "Our work is not done, which is why we are raising the goal to $40 million. We will do everything we can to ensure that the outpouring of love that came as a part of this campaign finds maximum impact with those in need," they wrote. Funds have already and will continue to be delivered to Flexport.org and Airbnb.org, so they can act now. Mila and Ashton launched the appeal shortly after Russia's invasion, where millions of people have since been displaced from their homes due to Vladimir Putin's attempt to take control of the country through military efforts. "I was born in Chernivtsi, Ukraine in 1983. I came to America in 1991. I've always considered myself an American," the actress, 38, initially shared. "A proud American. I love everything this country has done for myself and my family. But today, I have never been more proud to be a Ukrainian." Ashton sweetly added that he's never been more proud to be married to a Ukrainian. Mila continued, "The events that have unfolded in Ukraine are devastating. There is no place in this world for this kind of unjust attack on humanity." The actor, 44, applauded the bravery of the people of the country that Mila was born in, while emphasizing the importance of also paying witness to the needs of those who have chosen safety. "We're raising funds to support a relief effort that will have an immediate impact and supply much-needed refugee and humanitarian aid to the area. The principal challenge right now is logistics. We need to get housing and we need to get supplies and resources into the area," Ashton explained. It was Mila who revealed that she and Ashton had decided to match up to $3 million worth of donations to Airbnb.org and Flexport.org through their recently launched GoFundMe. According to the fundraiser, the freight transporter Flexport is organizing shipments of relief supplies to refugee sites in Poland, Romania, Hungary, Slovakia and Moldova. Meanwhile, rental company Airbnb is providing free, short-term housing to refugees fleeing Ukraine. Mila encouraged viewers to check out the fundraiser and to donate what they can in the hopes of reaching their $30 million goal. "The people of Ukraine are strong and brave, but being strong and brave doesn't mean you're not worthy of support. We need to support the people of Ukraine," she concluded. As of now, the couple's GoFundMe has raised over $2,700,000, with an offline donation made by the Ron Conway family for $2,500,000. Ashton previously showed support for Ukraine last Friday following Russia's attack of the country at the order of Vladimir Putin on Thursday, February 24. I stand with Ukraine, shared that 70s show star via Twitter. Mila and Ashton have been married since 2015. They share 2 children, daughter Wyatt, 7, and son Dimitri, 5. Going from humble beginnings to becoming a Hollywood star, Mila Kunis' start in life was extremely different to the life she now leads as one of America's top A-listers. The actress, known for her role in Family Guy as Meg Griffin and for portraying Jamie opposite Justin Timberlake in Friends with Benefits, was born in Chernivtsi, Ukraine in 1983. When she was 7 years old, her Jewish family fled the then Soviet Union state and traveled to the US, with Mila citing anti-Semitism as one of the reasons they fled their comfortable life. Mila has previously distanced herself from her Ukrainian background in interviews, saying that although she lived there as a child, she doesn't identify with her home country. But this week, the Black Swan star, 38, and her husband Ashton Kutcher, 44, vowed to match up to $3 million in donations to help provide immediate humanitarian aid to Ukrainian refugees. Speaking about the Russian invasion of her native country in a video shared to Ashton's Instagram account, Mila said Shush has never been more proud to be a Ukrainian. Born Milena Markovna Kunis, Mila comes from a Jewish family and moved to Los Angeles from Ukraine when she was 7 years old, alongside her father Mark, a mechanical engineer, and mother Elvira, a physics teacher, and her brother Michael. Her parents weren't poor when living in her native country, however they gave up the good jobs and degrees, which were not transferable, when they arrived in America. We arrived in New York on a Wednesday and by Friday morning my brother and I were at school in LA, Mia told the Daily Telegraph in 2011. Making the move in 1991, 7 members of the Kunis family left Chernivtsi to create a new life in the US with just $250 in their pockets. Her father did various jobs, including painting houses, installing toilets and delivering pizza, while her mother worked in the back room of a thrifty drugstore. And the move was hard for 7-year-old Mila, who blocked out 2nd grade completely and has no recollection of it. She told the Los Angeles Times in 2008, "It was because I cried every day, I didn't understand the culture. I didn't understand the people, I didn't understand the language. My first sentence of my essay to get into college was like, imagine being blind and deaf at age 7. And that's kind of what it felt like moving to the States, but I got over it pretty fast." The actress embraced America and in 2014, when speaking to the Star Ledger, she even suggested she no longer identified with Ukraine after being asked about nation's 2014 conflict, according to The Independent. Russian-backed separatist forces took over parts of southeastern Ukraine's Donbas region during that year, and Russia annexed Crimea. When the reporter brought up the conflict, Mila said, "I know what your next question is, so let's just skip it. You're going to ask me what I think about what's going on now in Ukraine. Just because I lived there until I was 7 doesn't mean I identify with Ukraine." When asked if she still has any relatives in her native country, she replied, "No." She has previously cited anti-Semitism in the former Soviet Union as one of the reasons her family fled the country. In 2011, the successful actress opened up about her early childhood growing up in Ukraine. She said, "My whole family was in the Holocaust, my grandparents passed and not many survived. After the Holocaust, in Russia you were not allowed to be religious, so my parents raised me to know I was Jewish. You know who you are inside. When I was in school you would still see anti-Semitic signs. One of my friends who grew up in Russia, she was in 2nd grade, she came home one day crying. Her mother asked why and she said on the back of her seat there was a swastika. This is a country that obviously does not want you." But despite leaving the country to escape anti-Semitism, in 2012, Mila was targeted in an anti-Semitic rant by a politician in Ukraine. According to gossip website TMZ.com, Jewish organizations around the globe were furious when Igor Miroshnichenko said the TED star was not a true Ukrainian and called her a Zydovka. The statement translated as dirty Jewess and was reportedly a derogatory word against Jewish people that was used during the Holocaust, TMZ said. Protests broke out at the time after the Ukrainian Justice Ministry ruled that using the term to describe a Jewish person was legal, turning back a petition demanding that the offensive word be banned from the public sphere. Mila did not respond to the politician's remarks at the time. Spotted by manager in an acting class age 9 when Mila was just 9 years old, she was spotted by her future manager in an acting class, which she previously explained she took just for fun. The course cost $900 and her parents had only $2,400 in their bank account, Mila told the Daily Telegraph in 2011. But my mum took out the checkbook and signed the check, she said, I don't know why I am doing this, and walked away. I gave the check to the instructor, recalled Mila. A mother later she landed a role in a Barbie doll commercial and by the time she was 14, the teenager, who attended Fairfax High School in LA, was starring in that 70s show, which aired in the US from 1998 to 2006. However, the 14-year-old wasn't quite old enough to land the role of Jackie Burkhart, which would launch her career. So she lied about her age, revealing in a 2012 appearance on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, I told him I was a little bit older. I told him I was gonna be 18, which is not technically a lie, cause at one point. I was gonna be 18. But before her that 70s show fame, one of her first TV acting gigs was in an episode of Baywatch, she told W Magazine in 2011. I started acting when I was 9 as a hobby because it was fun, and it allowed me to get out of school. From 9 to 14, I did close to 15 commercials, and I guest starred on just about every television show. I was on Baywatch twice. The second time, I played a blind girl who's lost in the forest next to the beach and needs to be saved. In 1999, a year after winning her role in that 70s show, Mila snapped up the voice of Meg Griffin in Family Guy. Home Alone's Macaulay Culkin, who the actress dated for 8 years until January 2011, introduced her to the US TV show. She soon formed a friendship with the series creator, Seth MacFarlane, and worked on his film Ted, a comedy about a talking teddy bear, which also starred Mark Wahlberg. From the early 2000s, Mila began her transition from television to film and she appeared in Get Over It, American Psycho 2, Tony and Tina's Wedding, Moving McAllister, After Sex and Boot Camp. But she admitted to the Daily Telegraph that it was initially a struggle to break into film, due to her commitment to the sitcom That 70s Show. One of her most widely recognized film roles was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall in 2008, which she starred in after not landing Knocked Up and was nominated for a Teen Choice Award. Later, she starred in Extract, The Book of Eli and Date Night before she appeared in her breakthrough role in Black Swan, for which she won her first Golden Globe. As well as being nominated for the Best Picture Oscar, it grossed over $329 million, £232 million worldwide and sent Mila into the heights of fame. For the 2010 Black Swan role, the actress dropped a whopping 20 pounds and the star admitted in 2012 that her body has never been the same. She told Harper's Bazaar US magazine, my shape is different. When I got down to 95 pounds, I was muscles, like a little brick house, but skin and bones. When I gained it back, it went to completely different areas. She added, I'd be happy if my A** got bigger. All the weight that left my chest went to my side hip, my stomach. The actress added that she would be wary if asked to take on a role that required her to transform her body again. She told the publication, I'm not going to say I'd look forward to it, but if an offer came along, I'd do it. Mila went on act alongside Justin Timberlake in Friends with Benefits and co-starred with Mark Wahlberg in Ted, her most successful film to date. Other notable film appearances include Oz the Great and Powerful, Third Person, Blood Ties, Jupiter Ascending, Bad Moms and A Bad Mom's Christmas. Mila Kunis started dating Macaulay Culkin in 2002 and despite rumors that the couple were getting married, which they denied, they split after 8 years together. She began dating her former That 70s Show co-star Ashton Kutcher in April 2012 and were engaged less than 2 years later. Mila and Ashton married in July 2015 in Oak Glen, California. They have 2 kids together, Wyatt Isabel Kutcher, born in October 2014 and Dimitri Portwood Kutcher, born in November 2016. Last summer, the parents made headlines for saying they only bathe their kids when they see dirt on them and avoid using soap on their own bodies. They discussed their family's approach to hygiene on the Armchair Expert podcast, which is hosted by Dax Shepard and Monica Padman. The conversation began when Dax told Monica that she should not be excising the natural oil on her skin by using soap every day. In response, Monica replied, "I can't believe I am in the minority here of washing my whole body in the shower. Who taught you to not wash?" The Bad Moms actress then explained that she hardly ever had a shower during her childhood because they didn't have hot water at home. Mila explained, "I didn't have hot water growing up as a child, so I didn't shower much anyway." She added, "But when I had children, I also didn't wash them every day. I wasn't that parent that bathed my newborns, ever." Ashton added, "Now, here's the thing, if you can see the dirt on them, clean them. Otherwise, there's no point." That is all for today news. Thank you for watching to my channel. Please be sure to leave your comment and subscribe below